Why are they letting him go on that long? Why isn't anyone cutting him off? Why are they letting him get his whole review in before they say anything?
The clap and the laugh was the worst.
Well done.
At that point, I'd be like, shut up.
I think I would be like,
What are you doing?
you are walking home. I never want to see you again.
Just kept going.
Keep going.
I need to read that paragraph again. So we can count the number of things that he said after he laughed and slow clapped. I broke the silence with laughter and a slow clap, saying this was the best April Fool's gag I have ever seen, but I wasn't falling for it. I told Ashley, and especially Tim, they need to consider going into theater. Their performances were top-notch, and the tears seemed genuine.
As a person who teaches theater, it's really hard for amateurs to hit that kind of realism.
Can you imagine having like an actual emotional breakdown and someone looks at you and says, those tears seemed almost genuine.
Oh, what does the family say? Oh, what does the family say?
The next sentence. Being the newest member of the family.
Oh no, that's so bold.
So hard. My wife and I married 6 months ago. This was probably not the best thing to say in hindsight.
Or in present sight.
In
Or in
hindsight.
present sight.
I probably should have not said anything. Everyone in the room looked horrified. My mother-in-law, who had been crying the entire time, lost all composure. She left the room in hysterics and did not return before we left. Tim just shook his head, and his cheating wife actually let out a brief chuckle before calling me out for being a dumbass for thinking this was a ruse. Then
I'm sorry, ma'am. You have done so many wrong things. I know you think a small window has opened for you. It hasn't.
Incorrect. No one's gonna be on your side for this.
Someone else is joining your club. It's not like a swapperoo.
No.
It's not an Indiana Jones thing. You're gonna both be there.
She then berated me for being so insensitive. I think the insensitive thing might have been sleeping with your neighbor.
What is it? Was it the infidelity?
The rest of the family sat in silence, shaking their heads as my wife berated me for trying to make a joke out of a serious situation. I'm still dumbfounded. Motherfucker, how? How are you still dumbfounded?
Hold on, though, but for reals, hold on. He's hyper aware it's April Fool's Day. No one else is even kind of aware.
Thought about it.
And I have definitely been like, Jacob, Lydia, like, I don't know, there's this new restaurant I want to check out. Do you want to try it out on Tuesday? And they're like, the 14th? And I was like, yeah. And they go, February 14th? I was like, yeah, I don't have anything going on. They're like, Grant, that's Valentine's Day. And I'm like, okay, so that's so fucked up for you to tell me. I didn't know. What, do you have, like, plans or something? And they're like, Jesus, no, Grant. Like, the restaurants are going to be awful that day. Like, we can still hang out if you want. And that's on codependency.
So true. Anyway, there's one more sentence.
Incredible story.
I'm still dumbfounded. In hindsight, I probably should have sat in silence, but I honestly still feel like I was calling out an April Fool's gag. Am I the asshole? One of the comments, I blame Jen for catching them a few days before April Fool's Day.
What's she doing in late March?
I also blame Chris and Ashley for fucking cheating.